In Search of the Source, Chapter 5, Women. After God had created a few things out of nothing, he put some others together with elements already made. Out of the ground he formed the beasts of the field and the birds of the air. Out of the dust he created man. Out of the man he created woman. Women have no easy row to hoe in the Philoppa garden. They're very much the burden bearers of the society. All day long they work their plots, bending and pulling and digging. In the evenings they haul the produce home, bent under the weight of their string bags hung over their backs from their foreheads. On the walk may be an hour long over steep, slippery terrain. Under such loads, they can't move their heads from side to side. They can only look up from under their eyebrows. But as burdened as they are, while they're at it, they may also bring a bundle of firewood on their head or carry a baby in yet another string bag across their front. It's not unusual to see a small woman weighing under 100 pounds carrying a 100-pound load up a mountain trail. She's strong, and she knows it. It may be all too much that this is what she was born to. She won't complain, at least not out loud. Back at her hut, she does the cooking for her family. When it's available, the Philoppa eat great quantities of food. For the women, there isn't much protein around. Not being the hunters, they often only get rats and the insects. Before Christianity was introduced, there were numerous taboos against women eating meat at all. Working bodies required enormous volumes of tubers and greens. Do you know what a tuber is? It's a type of plant that's most of them are root vegetables. With such intake comes increased intestinal size and enlarged abdomens. Sometimes it's difficult to tell if a woman is pregnant just by looking at her. The women bear the burdens, and the women bear the babies. The body she's given is not only for herself, but also for her husband, her children at her skirts, and her baby at her breast. Moreover, the women's roles are highly restricted in Philoppa society, and they are well aware of it. While their bodies may be strong, socially they are powerless, at least compared to the men. Even in legends, they are always the disadvantaged. If a couple does not have children, it is always the woman's fault. Traditionally, there has even been some doubt as to whether women were of the same species. They are born the same way, yes, but where did they come from originally? How did it come about that in so many ways women should be so different from men? Though we were translating Genesis, it was revelation for the Philoppa. We were working on chapter 2. God had been creating all things and systems to keep them all operating. Before he was through, he planted a garden complete with trees and rivers and everything good for the stomach as well as the eye, and he put the man that he had made in the garden to work. Then, seeing there was something missing even before the man did, he said, "It is not good for man to be alone. I will make a helper suitable for him." Just that quickly, we were delving into the origin of women. God caused a deep sleep to come over the first man. For the Philoppa, that's an appropriate beginning of anything. Dreams aren't just late-night movies. These people know that things happen in your sleep. Of course, there's nothing said about dreams in Genesis 2, and the Philoppa have never seen a movie. But when Adam woke up, things had changed. He was no longer alone. Where there had been one of him, there were now two, and he may have had a pain in his side. We translated, "Then the Lord God made a woman from the rib he had taken out of the man, and he brought her to the man. The man said, "This is now bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, for she was taken out of man." We worked through all that, one concept at a time. Then I read it back to see if it made sense. It did, and much more than I could have realized. Hapele and Isa leaned back from the table and looked at me. "Wow," Isa said, "so women were made from men." I nodded. Bone of my bones, flesh of my flesh. She came out of man. She got up out of his sleep. She was pulled out of his side, and she's been at his side ever since. Then Hapele leaned forward and said, "The bete of woman is man." I nodded, not yet sensing the profoundness of the revelation this would be for the Falopa people. Do you remember what bete means? Like the origin, where something came from. As the word got around the village of what the scripture said on this matter, another new beginning took place in Falopa. Women began to take on a new esteem. Seeds of new dignity had just been sown. Just as the Judeo-Christian ethic, when truly applied, has always elevated the role and the condition of women, it was happening again, right here in Falopa country. Genesis 2 laid it out. Women are not another race. They are of man, bone and flesh, created by God, co-equal in value. The bete of woman is man. And beneath that, the bete of woman is God.